Oh, what is this? This is my hot, whatever you call this, bag. It's the best I can do for now, to prevent myself freezing half to death. But Gab, let's talk. Oh, let's do it this way. Let's go to the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry, the comedy, the drama, and all the suspense that is happening in that Commission of Inquiry. You would swear you are reading some kind of a novel. Me, I am here for it because we have understand as a witness Julius Mkhwanazi. Julius Mkhwanazi came with a plan, a strategy. And the strategy is simple. Waste the commissioner's time or the commission of inquiry's time. You know why he must waste that time? Because they literally have about, I think, 24 days before the commission of inquiry wraps up. Yeah. And so if he can delay the inevitable as long as he can, and they make a finding on him, he can challenge it in a court of law and say, hang on a minute. What is being inferred about me is incorrect and it infringes on my constitutional right. Section 35 of the Constitution to a fair hearing and things of that nature. That is what his goal is. So that is why he came to the Commission of Inquiry, first of all, to make some few challenges. Yeah, he made some few challenges. And he is saying that he doesn't want to go to jail. And then in my mind, I was like, has somebody ever reminded him that he was under the jail not so long ago? Because of his love for money. That he would use our uniform and taxpayers' money to involve himself in the alleged criminal underworld. Madlanga, Mike van Wyk now, because Mike van Wyk is business partner with Madlanga, and there's no way that Mike van Wyk did not know the activities of Madlanga or who Madlanga is, because now it's becoming quite clear that some criminals in South Africa, and I'm calling Madlanga a criminal because he once arrested, convicted, and served time. So therefore, that label is justified. And so things that he learned in prison, things that he got connected with, politicians, business people. And so Mike van Wyk thought, let me climb on this bandwagon and empower myself on top of the Medicare 24, whatever it is that it's called, because he wanted to get his hands everywhere. And in order to get that, Madlanga had to do some fishing and found the greediest of people in Ekurhuleni. In my opinion, that is Julius Mkhwanazi. Julius Mkhwanazi has been enabled, quite clear. Julius Mkhwanazi is enabled by politicians. I'm talking about the city council of Ekurhuleni. He's also been enabled, of course, by Mkhwanazi, the former city manager. And he's also enabled by, of course, now the alleged criminal underworld that is led by Madlanga, who wanted precisely the police, the security cluster. Thank goodness he did not. No. The security cluster is compromised anyway. It doesn't matter whether Madlanga almost, but there are other people that are infiltrated it from the top. So now we got to learn about what is a Peace Corps, a Peace Corps, and Peace Corps. It was so hilarious. Now, in case you are confused, what on earth is that? Let's start with cops, C-O-P-S. Those are police. And then let's go to cops with an E in the end. That's C-O-R-P-S-E. That is a dead body. It's referred to as a corpse. And then we have core. Now, the P and the S, so it's spelled CORPS. So the P and the S are silent because it's a French word. So it's Peace Corps. Basically means private. It can also mean help. It can also mean volunteer. Whichever way you want to take it, along the privacy line or auxiliary line. I think in the hospitals they call them auxiliary staff. So these are the staff that are temporarily there, or maybe substitutes sometime, whichever way. Like I said, whichever way. But it's pronounced as core. So those are police Peace Corps or Peace Corps. That's how it's pronounced. And rightfully so, Madam Silo, she's pronouncing it correctly. So I thought my community, before, I don't want my community to get lost about these 3 or 4 words, because we empower each other here. Anyways, so Julius Mkhwanazi made a very huge accusation at the Commission of Inquiry, the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry. He accused the Commission of Inquiry of preferential treatment. I think he gets triggered the moment he hears the name Rivo Spies. It drives him up the wall. So much so that I think, I could be wrong, guys. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychologist, a psychiatrist, or anything of that nature. But I've been to school with kids like Julius Mkhwanazi that you have to ask several times, can I finish what I'm saying? And most of these kids back in my day, they used to be called hyperactive attention, or something of that, hyper attention something before it was changed to ADHD. I think he might have that situation. I could be wrong, but it's giving that vibe that he gets, I think he spots and thinks this is where the question is directing, only to find out no, it's not going in that direction at all. So he's been distractive, unfortunately. Not only distractive, but destructive also with this accusation that the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry doesn't treat him as a darling at the end of his testimony, but all the other Ekurhuleni witnesses that taken the stand, they walk away as heroes and darlings. Oh, he mentioned, he went to town. So, he is also not answering fundamental questions, and he's referring the answer to the fact that he's suspended and he can't get access to the documents to present as evidence, because the evidence leaders are saying, since you've taken the stand, you've not submitted not even one evidence in your defense. And then he says, yeah, that's because I'm suspended, and all the stuff that you need is in my office. And then when he's questioned further about this, then he'll say, go to the office of Julius Mkhwanazi. So he's taken that route. To me, it almost sounds like Bram Mkhwanazi, when he said, I will not answer that because I don't want to incriminate myself. But yeah, now he's taken a rather very interesting route that I will answer, but you're going to have to go do some Easter egg hunting, and you will find that in my office. So another thing that he was picking up, which I knew at some point it's going to come back, either bite Julius Mkhwanazi in the butt or comes and bite Madam Silo, Senior Counsel Silo. And he came and bit Madam Silo, because every time Julius will say something like, well, my evidence is in the office, and then Senior Counsel Silo will sound as though she is committing that she will get that information from Julius Mkhwanazi's office. And so Julius Mkhwanazi sits with the hope that when he appears the next time, all that he had asked, and also what he deemed Senior Counsel Silo to have committed herself to collecting the evidence in his office, he will come and say, oh, by the way, here's the evidence that we needed from you. So now Julius Mkhwanazi throws it back at Senior Counsel Silo, and I must say that was a very smart move, by Julius Mkhwanazi, because even Madam Silo, I'm calling her Madam Silo because that's what Julius Mkhwanazi decided to refer to her. I was like, you got her. You got her. Even though Madam Silo, Senior Counsel Silo, she was saying, but you needed to make an application with us, like make a request that we go and collect this information since you do not have access to your office at Ekurhuleni or Kempton Park, or wherever it is. But Julius Mkhwanazi was like, you made that commitment. You made that commitment, and as a result of that, I feel attacked. I feel like I'm being treated unfairly, and this preferential treatment on Matipa, who came here and cried her lungs out that I kidnapped her. And she did not say that. She did not say that it was Julius Mkhwanazi that kidnapped her. She did not say that. However, she did say a person that is in a relationship with Julius Mkhwanazi, whom has never uttered a word to her, this is the spokesperson of Ekurhuleni, came to ask if she was okay. So she took that as saying, oh, okay, so maybe Julius Mkhwanazi told her, go check if she's at work. Did the kidnapping actually work? Oh, is she talking? And what is she saying? Type of situation. And that's what at least what I understood. And Rivo Spies, he says that Rivo Spies came to the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry to speak nonsense. So I'm like, okay, fine, I get it. You took a position to deny every accusations that were tabled as evidence, by the way, in the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry. And then Julius Mkhwanazi takes the obvious route that I'm going to blab and blab and blab, put it, send it, all the way. Because the whole goal here is to waste the commissioners or the Commission of Inquiry's time, so that the next witness is called and he is free, so that now he can nitpick to create himself a defense or a complaint once the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry final report has been issued to the president. So he can take it to court for review and possibly even take it on trial. We see through you, Julius Mkhwanazi. We see through you. And I think he is doing this because he learned from Kasim, who sadly had heart problems. And time, of course, is eating away. And you can tell that's a whole point, to keep him in hospital so that he never comes back to testify. But I don't think the report is going to be good. That report is going to throw Kasim in jail when he has the opportunity to come and defend himself at the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry. So whoever is advising him, I think they are digging him a very deep hole, legal hole. I don't know. That's my opinion on that one. And I think he also was learning from Sinona, and I think he was also learning from Dalimpofu as well, who was quite destructive, I must say. He left a cardboard taste in my mouth last Friday, if I'm not mistaken. I did not even say anything about that because I thought, what is Mr. Mpofu doing? I get that you need to defend your client, but don't be destructive about it to a point where you try to bully, or at least from where I was observing, it looked like bullying the evidence leader. And Senior Counsel Silo, I have so much respect for you because you held it down. You practically wrestled Dalimpofu. If there were two bulls in the corral, Senior Counsel Silo would have worn it hands down, because even the public were not happy with the tactic. Whether the tactic was deliberate, which I think it was, to waste time. Because these people that are taking the stand understand that the Commission of Inquiry is pressed for time. So as much as we can waste, the better. Yo, South Africa. Hayi kunzima bafethu. Hayi, this country. We are trying to fix things. There are people who just like, You caught me with my hand in the cookie jar, but you did not see nothing. There's nothing to see here. The love of money. For the love of money is the reason why we are here. Because people want to wear Gucci's, Louis Vuittons, and take international vacations to Dubai. And they side chicks come and tell us, I'm blessed, I'm God's favor. Ngemali gaba. Hayi bafethu. Hayi kunzima eSouth Africa. Hayi kunzima. But anyways, that is the strategy of Julius Mkhwanazi. That's what I wanted to speak about in this video. That all the waste of time that we are seeing there is exactly that. It is waste of time so that Julius Mkhwanazi, number one, they need to treat him like an egg going forward, which I don't think it's going to happen. Madam Silo, she is pissed right now. And so she's going to press hard questions, and we are going to see Julius Mkhwanazi cracking once again. He might crack so much so that he invoke Section 35 of the Constitution to remain silent. He will do a Brown Mkhwanazi. I don't want to incriminate myself. I think that's where we are headed. And there was a time where he tried to manipulate the Commission of Inquiry about his child that nearly got kidnapped. And in my head, I'm like, okay, so what's the relevance of all of this with what you are being questioned? You can tell this is emotional manipulation, intellectual manipulation, and so that everybody around him in that Commission of Inquiry must tread carefully. Basically walk on eggs because my child almost got kidnapped. And then in my head, I'm like, yeah, when you are going to sleep with dogs, you are going to wake up with fleas. What did you expect? You were a top dog and everybody was using you. It was all good and well. And you were kikizingane because of the money you were making because you can afford them. And now that you are in trouble and those people that you were associated with do not want to get into trouble. So to control you, they know where to get you, where it hurts the most. That is what you call a criminal underworld. Those of you who are planning or thinking, Goba, there is money and there's a friend that came to tell you, yes, we can make. No, it's in. Say no. Because you will end up like Julius Mkhwanazi. You will. Yes, everything thus far is alleged. So, allegedly. All right? So do not accept. The moment you hear money, trust me, you are saving yourself. Trust me, you'll be saving yourself. Especially when you hold a position of power in government. There's no such a thing, sizowakimali. Ayikho nje leyo nto. Into yakhayo yijele. And don't come and tell us that you have children. Don't tell us you have children. Why didn't you think about them? Why? Why manje tinage we must say, oh nengane bafethi ngonengane encane. What happened to your brain? Ngoba uzwe swakha imali. Ayikho, there's no such a thing. The only way you can make money is by pushing paper on your desk and earn a salary. That is what you call innocent and honest living. If you work hard, you will be recognized, utoli promotion. And that money that you are earning, itikaka. And then if you work hard in that level, you'll be noticed and then you get promoted and your money is oti kaka. Kanjalo, 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 kanjalo. Eventually, you're going to get to the Louis Vuittons and the Dubai trips because you worked hard for it. Not somebody came and said, so I got more money when I just do this and do this in your position. Now it's pupu and they go, oh, it's okay, money. You deserve it. And it will be a lesson to them, by the way. You will serve as a lesson to them when they grow up without you. So that when someday themselves they get a job and somebody says, hey, yes, it's ngakimali, I don't want to be like my mom. Or I don't want to be like my dad. Or I don't want to be both my mom and dad because of people that are coming on the side with nefarious plans. Easy come, easy go. Didn't you learn that when growing up? Hey, people. Anyways, I think I'm going to leave this video here. Thank you all so much for your comments. And I did see comments, people asking me for my bank account. Guys, I'm terrified. I don't want to lie. I'm terrified to take your money. I don't want to lie. I'm scared to take your money. But I acknowledge the kindness. I acknowledge the generosity. Thank you guys so much. Some of y'all have noticed a shortcut so that I don't say no. The super thanks button. Because once it goes in the super thanks button, I can't return it. But anyways, I sincerely appreciate you guys. May you be blessed abundantly. May you be blessed abundantly. However, I will leave the bank account for South Africans for constitutional review. Guys, we need the constitution of this country changed. It needs to serve the people of South Africa. And SACR, South Africans for Constitutional Reform, is the right platform because that's exactly what they are doing to have this constitution changed. Right now, there are submissions for this year's review. Please, whatever you do, go to SSCR TikTok page and follow what needs to be followed there to make your contributions. Otherwise, I will leave here an email address to submit to the Constitutional Review Committee in Parliament. South Africa, please put that first. South Africa belongs to all. No, that's what we're changing. South Africa belongs to natural born South Africans that are fourth generation and above. That must put it in. That way we cut out too many nonsense that are trying to overtake or take over our country. Please, I beg you. That's the bank account I'm going to leave under for SSCR. As for mine, I don't want to take people's money. I'm terrified. But I appreciate you nonetheless. Thank you. Anyways, I think I will leave this video right here. It's almost, what time is it? It's 13:28. Yeah, I'll see you later. Goodbye.